back in 2017, there was this whole ICO hype around the world, and I was looking into blockchain from the point of computer science research, and the government at some point said they would become the blockchain island, and I reached out to them to understand what are they getting into, what's going on, and I started to realize that this space with blockchain and technology and cryptocurrencies really needed regulation, and that's what the government was trying to do. So I reached out, and one thing led to another, and I started helping, or rather consulting, some of the legislative processes in regards to what should we do for cryptocurrencies. And again, one thing led to another, and I got involved with this new authority that was looking at how do we regulate technology. Through this process, I was working at this time, Professor Gordon Patch and myself, we were really starting to discuss what implications this technology has on society. And we saw that it's not just about the technology, it's about the economics, the business, the finance, the legal. And we said we need to come up with something where individuals across the board understand how this technology is going to change society, and also what part can they play within it. So we proposed to the University of Malta a Center for DLT, and we developed a master's in blockchain where we take in business professionals, legal professionals, technology professionals, and we allow for them to get a general idea of the area, but also to dig deep in their specialization. Now, that was launched in 2019-ish, and now we're moving on to the second phase, where we have much more overlap between the areas. So it's become a bit more interdisciplinary than where it was. And this is all based upon feedback from students. So I'd say that's kind of the evolution of the program. The most important thing that we try to do at university is not create, wrong word, we try to empower individuals when they leave to be able to do anything. It's not about teaching them to do a specific task, but learning to learn. And what we're trying to do with this specific program is enable individuals with the right, tool set to work in this particular space. Now, they need to work across different disciplines, technology, law, business. Where are we going? That's a really tough question. And probably the reason is we're reaching the next phase in our iteration. And I think we're getting there. But I think the question is maybe where is the sector going? And we're going through turbulent times where we're often questioning whether we're doing the right thing in this sector or not. Whether it's all a scam or not, I don't believe it's all a scam, far from it. So those are the bull markets. I don't think I have a good answer for that. And the reason is I think we've reached a good point. And what we're doing is we're trying to empower people to be ready for wherever the sector is going. I would say that's it. So I think the unfortunate thing with that term is it was overhyped, and then it was underhyped, and then it was don't talk about it anymore. And did Malta really do what it needed to do? I would say it did a really good job of it, and I think in the grand scheme of things played out well. And why do I say this? When Malta announced it would become the blockchain island, around 300 companies came to Malta, according to the media. A number of them left, a number of them didn't get their licenses. But we have to seriously question, in a startup sector, 90% of companies go bust. Number two, in a sector like this, a lot of them are scams. So they came to Malta and they didn't get licensed, they left. That's probably a good thing. It would be an interesting research experiment to see what happened to these companies. But besides that, I think we should also say, how many startup companies can a Maltese sector, a tiny island like Malta, support? Imagine 90% of companies in the startup sector go bust. What impact will that have on the society? So in the grand scheme of things, I think it actually turns out quite well. Now, how many companies are there actually operating here? There's many more than the media media and people perceive. So this whole blockchain island thing, it's kind of like, don't talk about it anymore. I think, to be quite honest, we should start talking about it more. There are very big companies in the sector that are here, and I don't want to mention them because I don't want to like name drop, but there are very big players in Malta here. There are many people earning their livings from blockchain around Malta. So to be quite honest, and people might have a difference of opinion, maybe they don't believe in blockchain or crypto, but I believe this is a technology that will transform society. Malta has the potential to be a leader in this space. We should start talking about Blockchain Island again. And one of the reasons is actually the regulation. The MiCA laws, the European laws, a lot of it is similar to the Maltese laws. It's one of the only countries that is almost ready to go. Often people are saying it's MiCA ready. So if we're MiCA ready, if we're at such a good stage, maybe we should start having that discussion again. But that's just my opinion. Tough one, wow. What am I most excited about? That's a very tough one. I think blockchain does win because of giving power back to the people, decentralization, removing certain power structures we've created over the thousands of years of society. So I think blockchain wins. AI is going to help a lot, but ultimately I think fairness and giving power back to the people, I think that is a more desirable target for me.